Hey YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A and eat sushi with me video. So today I'm basically just going to be answering a few questions that I looked up on the web. I know, looked up on the web is crazy, but I actually posted on my Instagram. You know how like you do like a little question thing and you have people put things in the box? That's what I did. I asked people to ask me questions because I was making a YouTube video and no one asked me questions. So I looked up questions for myself and I'm going to be asking myself questions, but really questions from the internet. I also made me some sushi. So earlier I did some shopping for the sushi ingredients and I got a little bit of footage for it. So I'm just going to be getting right into the video. So the first question I'm going to be asking myself is, what's the best advice you've ever been given? That's a good question. I have to think hard on that one because I've been given good advice by a lot of people. I have a lot of wise people in my life, so that's like pretty hard. But I would say, and my mom told me this when I was very young. It's not really advice, it's more of like a saying that I go by in life, but birds of a feather flock together. That basically means that you are who you hang around. So if you are constantly around people who are miserable, bitter, gossiping, talking about other people, talking down on you, who don't believe in themselves, then all of that is going to transpire onto you. And that's in every scenario, whether it be, you know, a cousin, a sister, a brother, like it does not matter. If you are constantly around someone who's negative, that's going to transpire onto you. Let's get another look at this sushi that I made. I made this. Yeah. The second question I would ask myself is, the second question that Google has for me is, would you rather live where it always snows or where it's always above 90 degrees? I would rather live where it always snows. Only because I am a layers person. When it comes to like fashion and wearing clothes outside, I am a layers person. I don't really like to be naked, which is crazy considering that I am naked right now. I am a layers person. I love layering up. I love wearing baggy clothes. So that's the only reason I would say that. And also I would rather be cold than hot. But recently I've been loving like hot weather, like the summertime, only because I love going to the beach. I love being in water, and you can't get in water when it's cold outside. You can only get in water when it's hot, you know? So yeah, but I would say snow because I would much rather be cold than hot. Like I love being cold wrapped under a blanket. That's the best feeling in the world. This sushi tastes better than the sushi that I get in the store. I don't know if it's because I made it or if it's just that satisfactory feeling of making your own food. This shit tastes way better than what it tastes like in the restaurant. Complete this sentence. In my fridge, you'll always find... This is a hard question because I live alone. I have a roommate though. I live with my cousin, and we girl bossed too close to the sun. She moved out when she was 21. Oh no, she moved out when she was 20. I moved out when I was 21. Because of that, we sometimes don't have food in the house. But I would say not in my fridge, in my cabinet, noodles. We always have noodles. That's a food that we will always have. Who has been the highlight of your past year? My cousin, for sure. She has been the highlight of my year since we met in 2021. Yes, my cousin. I would say my cousin because she's always pushing me to be the best version of myself, even though sometimes it can come across a little harsh and like she's like literally has her foot up my ass, but that's just because she wants the best for me, and she's a projector, but in a good way. You know, some people project their feelings about themselves onto you, and like they project the negative things, but she projects the positive things. So like if she feels like she can do better, she's going to scream at you that you can do better, but low-key she's talking to herself too. So like, yeah, that's one thing that like I love about her, but could also be like annoying as fuck, but like that's, you know, that's just her, and I love her. What's your favorite guilty pleasure TV show? So I've recently started watching this show. I would say Martin. I just recently started watching Martin, and Martin is so good. When I was younger, I would watch it with my mom and my aunt and my grandma and stuff, and I would be like, why is they watching this show? Like, this shit is not like, I just thought it was goofy, like goofy humor, which it is, but now that I'm older, it's so much more deeper than that. Like, the topics and stuff that they be talking about in the show, like, regarding like sexism and racism and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, it's a very interesting show, and it's funny as well, and I love it. It just recently started becoming my guilty pleasure show. But before I started watching that, I would say Love is Blind. I like any reality TV show. Love is Blind. What's that fucking show? Love Island. Yes. Love Island, period. As a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? So when I was younger, I wanted to be a whole different lot of things. Like it kept switching. When I was younger, like I would say 4 years old, the first thing I wanted to be was a firefighter. And I never really wanted to be a firefighter. Maybe I did, but I don't really think I did. I just know that when I was younger, I came out the womb a feminist. Like, questioning, why the fuck are y'all calling these niggas firemen and I don't see nobody calling women firewomen? Like, why haven't I heard of a firewoman before? Like, what the fuck is that about? And then my mom told me, there actually are firewomen, and then that's what made me want to become a fire man. Because I'm like, why is it called a fireman? Why is it not called a firewoman? I want to change that, and so that's what I did. Excuse me, that's what I did. You know, I just wanted to be shit to prove a point. And then I wanted to be a surgeon. Like, girl, what? You, bitch, I knew deep down I was not cutting nobody's open. I just wanted to be different, but low key, for real, I wanted to be a superstar. Like, just famous, honestly. Like, I wanted my face to be known. I wanted everyone to know me. And I remember when I was younger, I used to watch the Kardashians, and I used to get so sucked into their lives that my mom would have to like stop me from watching that show, because I would like see all the things that they had and see all the fame that they had, and start to feel so insecure about my life and who I am as a person. And I would just get sucked into like this hole, and my mom would notice it, and so she would like stop, you know, letting me watch certain stuff. So yeah, I really wanted to be famous when I was younger. I didn't care what it was, I just wanted to be famous. I was really, really into pop culture, like a huge pop culture fan. Bitch made fucking projects about celebrities in school. But really, for real, I want it to be a whole lot of things. Like I don't even know what I want it to be. And I also just wanted to make a difference as well. Like be somebody who made a difference in their community, like changed shit up and had an impact on the youth. So yeah. I have 2 more questions. We're about to wrap it up. Next question. What's something you wish more people talked about? I wish more people talked about trans issues. I feel like nobody talks about what goes on in the trans community because everybody is so self-centered, inconsiderate, and is so like purposely refuses to understand someone because of their own ego. It's like, what are we even like? What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Like, what? It's just like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But like, I really wish that's something that more people talked about. I feel like the trans community gets so much hate for literally no reason, for them just being who they are, even by their own community. Like, it's so crazy and fucked up. And I just feel for them. Like, I feel like a lot of them feel like they're alone, and they're already going through so much with who they are as a person, and then to like go out in the outside world and have to deal with everybody's opinions on who they are. It's a lot. We're gonna wrap this video up in a couple of seconds. What do you think about the most while you were driving or walking? I think about everything, but mostly I would say people's perceptions about me. Like, and I do this thing where I talk to myself a lot, or I'll have conversations with other people, even though I know no one's there. I like to practice conversations because I oftentimes feel misunderstood, and I also feel like no one is hearing me when I speak. Like, no one like really hears me for real. Like, they just go with, they're just like, okay, and then they just start talking, and what they say only matters. But maybe that's just like a me thing in my head. But yeah, I'll have conversations to myself, with myself, explaining things to people who are not there. And I know no one's there, but it's like, what if someone was here and they had a question about this? This is what I would say. And I practice those conversations in the shower, when I'm walking, every fucking where. Thank you for anyone who has tuned into this video. I appreciate you a lot. You do not have to stay until this long. This video was so much fun. I'm so glad I got to talk and get things off my chest. Yeah. If you like this video, subscribe. Click the like button. If you really fuck with me. If you really fuck with me. You gonna hit that like button. You gonna hit that like button. Cause that's what I would do.